Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time, hello and welcome. If you're an old subscriber or you've been watching my videos, I want to say thank you so much for all the views. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you so much for all your support so far. So in today's video, we'll be learning another turban design. I've been getting a quite number of requests concerning this design, and I am here once again to share my knowledge with you. So the material I'm using for this project is raw silk, or some call it the stretchy taffeta. Now the design is divided into two parts. We have the base as usual and the design. I'm starting with the base right now, and the measurements I'm using is the head circumference 23 inches by the depth 20 inches. 23 inches is on the stretchy part of the fabric, which is the head circumference part, while the 20 inches is the depth or the length of the cap. Please work with your own measurement. The first thing I did was to fold this part of the fabric in twice, and I stitched because of the fraying edge. I folded it in twice and I stitched from one end to the other end. Okay, you can see that I have not stitched like I explained. I just want to proceed to explain this part before I go to my sewing machine and do all I need to do, okay, before we move on to the next step. So let's assume I have stitched and I've folded it in once. I'll just stitch like that all the way down. Then I create the next fold, forming like the second layer of pleats over it like that, and I'm going to stitch like that all the way down. Please measure your pleats so that you're sure that they are uniform. Okay, then I pick the fabric again, I fold over to create the third pleat like that, and I'm going to stitch all the way down. You should be familiar with this if you know how to make an auto base. I've done all I explained, as you can see, and you can see that for each layer of pleat, the thread is being covered by the next layer, except for the third one, which we are going to cover later with our design. Now I measured, and the depth I have is about 13 inches. That's reduced to 13 inches, which is okay for me. So if you want your turban to be deeper than mine or longer than mine, please increase the measurement. Okay, so I'm going to be folding it into two, as you can see, and I'm going to be cutting out our shape the regular way we make our turban. I just measured about 4 inches inward from that corner, and I measured about 5 inches from this side, about 5 to 6 inches or 5 inches from this side, and I'm just going to do a curve. I just cut it like that, and we'll continue to the next step. So when I open it up, this is what I have, and I'm just going to keep it aside and move on to the next step. Now I have two pieces of fabric cut out. The first one is 25 inches length by 7 inches width, while the second one is 25 inches length as well by 8 inches width. They are of the same length, but the widths are different by 1 inch. So this measurement, that's the 25 inches length part, is for an head circumference of 23 inches. Remember, my own head circumference was 23 inches. So if your head circumference is more than 23 inches, you will need to increase the length of these pieces by 2 inches. One more thing, please remember to cut the 25 inches part from the stretchy part of your fabric. Now I have my another material you can see here. This is called wadding, and I'm going to be using it to pad this fabric. The length is about 20 inches by the exact width of the fabric, while the second one is the same, they're of the same length by the exact width of the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to turn the right side up together with the wording, and I'm going to fold it into two. I'll fold together with the wording, I'll fold into two, and I'm going to stitch from one end to the other. You will notice that the fabric is longer than the wording. This was actually done on purpose so that we have that part not padded. We don't want that part of it to be swollen. When we get there, you will understand. So I did that. I've stitched, I repeated the same on the second piece, and I'm going to trim off the excess the excess seam allowance. Okay, I'll just trim that off and then we'll move on to the next step. I'm going to turn the right side of this pieces out like this. I've turned the right side of the pieces out. Remember, we have one of the pieces shorter in terms of width than the other. Okay, so I'm going to be placing it on the wider one. That's the one of 7 inches width. I'll place it on the one of 8 inches width so that we can have something like a step up there. Okay, so you can go ahead and measure so you can have it uniform, like about half an inch or 3/4. Okay, 3/4 inch is fine. So I'm going to be gluing them together using my hot glue. I'll also be using my needle and thread to stitch or to tie them together. Okay, invisible tacking. Okay, now the design is ready and we're going to be placing it on our turban base. Okay, so I'll be placing it on it like this. The design should cover the stitch on the base. That thread showing on the base, the design should cover it. Now I'm going to bring one end of the design onto this part of the base, that's towards the front. You can measure about 1 inch away from the starting point, about 1 inch away, yes, from there, and you just stitch it down to the base and you repeat the same on the other end. So I've done that now, as you can see, and we're going to just fold it into two this way and we're going to stitch like that from here up to this point. Okay, so if you're unable to, this part of the cap may actually not go through your sewing machine, depends on the type of sewing machine you use. Just use a needle and thread to stitch that part while you stitch the other part with your sewing machine. I've done that now, as you can see, and please make sure you get the exact head circumference. Remember, I started with 23 inches, so by the time I stitch by half an inch. Because of the fraying edges, it's advisable you weave at this point before you proceed to the next step. But for the purpose of this video, I'll just proceed to the next step now. So I'll just sew my least stitches from this end onto the parts that I touch. It's not going to be reaching the total end. Okay, all the way down. I just start from here up to the point I touched earlier. Then I sew my loose stitches, I back stitch and tack properly. Okay, our cap is ready, and I just turned the right side out, as you can see. You can decide to leave it this way, and when you put it on, you just bring the design towards the front, or you can stitch it down. I'll prefer to stitch it down. Okay, so please, when you're stitching, make sure you do invisible tacking from this part. That's from the second layer of the pleat. from the second layer of the design. Just stitch it down, and that is it. You can decide to embellish with whatever you want to embellish with pearls, beads, stones, or whatever. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please help me share with other creative minds. Help me like, help me leave a comment below, and I hope to see you all in the next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.